y'all, Trailer Trish here, and it is day 25 of Trailer Trish-oween. Alright y'all, today is Caturday, and I'm here with little Miss Elvira, the star of every video that I do, and we're going to be talking about my little baby girl today. So now you're going to be shy of all the days. Today's your day, babe. Say hi. All right, I'm gonna put her down. All right, so obviously, I'm sure you guys have guessed, the video about Elvira will be Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. So this is the image I'm going to be recreating. And let's go ahead and get started while I talk to you guys about my cat, Elvira. Also, I'm wearing a t-shirt that says, "Ask me about my cats." So, Elvira. She is a ham sandwich and a half. I'm going to be starting with a lot of blush. And I'm going to be using my Beauty and the Beast palette from Lorac, I believe. Yeah, from Lorac. And I'm going to be using this darkest shade down here at the bottom. This palette, you have to use just a dab of it and it's enough, but Elvira's wearing a lot of blush, so we're going to be putting on a lot of blush. She was a hot babe in the 80s, so we're going to be blushing up. So anyways, story of Elvira. So I used to work in a town called Lebanon at a bar, just as like a little side job as a bartender. And there is a shelter there that this wonderful woman named Kier works at, that she owns. And it's called Chicken Nugget and Gang. And she used to do, and still does, events at this bar to promote the adoption of animals at her shelter. So she actually just had one this weekend, I think. So she did an event at this bar, and she brings her dog Rock, who is a Great Pyrenees. He's a beautiful, sweet baby angel dog, and I love him so much. But her shelter, she runs it all by herself. She does have volunteers that help, but she is just incredible, and she has lots of bunnies and cats and dogs and parrots and you name it, hamsters, gerbils, all kinds of animals. But she does so much for the community, and I follow her on Facebook, and she posted some pictures of some cats that were available for adoption. And I had just gotten Rue. I got Rue in February, and I saw this cat in, I want to say, August or September. And I'm going to try to blend it out just a little bit. Okay. Because her blush is a little harsh, but I mean, that's kind of harsh. So anyways, I saw a picture of a tortoiseshell cat, and I thought it was really cute. And I saw a couple people comment about wanting this cat. And I didn't see anybody say that they had claimed the cat for sure. So I wanted the cat, and I didn't see her phone number anywhere on the website. So I decided to just go to the shelter because the address was on there. So I went to the shelter, and I came in and I said, "Hey, do you still have this cat?" And she was like, "Oh no, that cat just got adopted." And I was like, "Ah, bummer." And she's like, "But we have this other cat. We have these 2 kittens, and the boy just got adopted." And I was like, "Oh, perfect," because I wanted a girl cat because all my cats are girls. Okay, really quickly, her eyeshadow is extremely intricate, and I don't know how this woman did this eyeshadow all the dang time because it is way too detailed. So this might take a little while. So I'm probably going to tell the story and then cut out and finish the eyeshadow and then come back and yeah. Anyways, so back to the story. So, oh, by the way, I'm using the Foolish Mortals palette from ColourPop. It has all these really cool toned grays, purples, blues. So I'm going to be using lots of different colors. Probably these two and probably this one and this one. We'll see. And maybe that one. So anyways, I was like, let me see this cat. And she's like, come on over. And she shows me this cat whose name is, I'm dipping into Endless Hallway. She shows me this cat and she's like, this is Wilma. And I was like, oh, she's so cute. And I was like, but I don't like the name Wilma, but that's okay. And I loved her. She was a tabby cat and her brother looked just like her. And I was like, I'll take her. And she was like, okay. She's like, she still has another round of like shots or something like that. So I have to keep her still for like a certain amount of weeks. It was like a few more weeks, but then you can come and get her. And I was like, all right, bet. So I was like, she's claimed. I think I don't remember if I like paid for her right away. I think I paid for her when I went to pick her up because I picked her up the day that she got her spay, because I met her at the shelter or at the vet to get her spayed, because I took Rue in at the same time to get Rue done, which was it was during a snowstorm and it was like the worst day ever to be traveling because it's like a 30-minute drive on the highway and it was so slippery and terrifying. So yeah, it was a rough day. But so yeah. I went and got her, and then I got Rue, at the same time, took them, and then brought them back home, and that was that. Rue and her became friends pretty quickly, and she took the focus away she took Rue's focus away from the older cats, and they became best friends, and it was the best situation that could have happened, because I was really getting kind of stressed out with how Rue was trying to play with the older cats all the time, and the older cats were just not having it. And then I bring in Elvira, and she was the perfect storm. Grand Ballroom is the next color I'm going to dip in, and I'm going to do just above the other color that I just did. So yeah, Elvira was the perfect cat to make a quad set of cats. And she looks like Fina, because they're both tabby cats. So she looks like a little mini Fina. So sometimes I get them confused when I look at them. I'm like, Fina. Oh, no, that's Elvira. Oh, man. This is kind of difficult. But yeah, Elvira has definitely become the star of the house. She loves attention. She loves to play with the paper when I unbox the Portland leather bags. She loves to lay on my lap. She just loves attention. I think, I'm trying to remember when she was born. Oh wait, maybe no. I think she was actually born around Halloween, and I got her in November. Yeah, I think I might have got her in November. And she was born in October. I think that's what it was. I don't remember exactly. But yeah. Sweet little baby girl. Love her so much. She's got a lot of energy though. Whew! This is a kind of a tough look, guys. I feel like I've barely even made a dent so far. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the Beetlejuice eyeliner. Trying to hold my breath. Whew, that light is bright. All right. And then, man, the bottom looks really difficult. So she has like some white here. Because she makes it look like her eyes are bigger than they are. I don't know how the heck they did this makeup in the 80s. I don't know how. Corridor of Doors is going to be the next shade. And we're just going to go all the way along here. I feel like this is going to be a longer video than usual. And my story has basically come to an end about Elvira. So what else can I talk about? We can talk about how it's now Saturday, technically. And Friday was my last day at my job. Thank God. I'm very excited to start my new job on Monday. It has been a very long time coming. I'm one of those people that stays in toxic situations much longer than I should. And yeah, that's what I did. So happy to be done with that. Okay, so it looks like she goes like this. Oh. I don't know if I'm gonna do this as good as Elvira, but I'm doing my best. Kind of like almost anime eyes before that existed. Oh yeah, I'm sucking at this, guys. It almost looks like me attempting drag makeup. I have never done that before. Ooh, the girls are on the fritz. Okay. I don't really know what more I could do to make this any better. Let me go off the camera, touch it up, and see what I can do. Okay, So I did a little bit of a wing, and Elvira kind of has like a little, like almost like a fishtail on the end of hers. So touched it up a little more, put a little more underneath. I think it turned out a little bit better. I almost look like my cat Elvira more than like the character Elvira, which is kind of cool and kind of funny at the same time. So she has kind of like a muted red lip, like a darker red lip instead of like a bright red. So we're going to go ahead and use Jeffree Star in Wifey. And this is like a mini lipstick, and it's a little bit dried out. So let's see if it works. Oh yeah, it still works. And then hers are glossy, so I'm going to add that Sangria lip gloss I used the other day again on top from Buxom. It's so weird to see my eyes in the camera because the white makes it look like it's my eye and it's not. Alrighty, makeup done. Let me go throw on the wig and the outfit. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, here's the finished look. It was so hard to try to attempt to hive up the wig without spritzing it with a bunch of hairspray, which I did not want to do, and then I did not do. And she has more like 80s kind of fringe, and I don't have that with these bangs with this wig, so I did my best with what I had as per usual, but you guys seem to appreciate that I'm not going all out and getting every single supply, and I'm doing what I can with what I have. So here's the finished look with the makeup and the hair. Now let me show you the fit. Alrighty, so this dress is very slippery, so it keeps sliding up. So I'm trying to do the Elvira bosoms, you know what I mean? I have the very sexy Victoria's Secret push-up bra underneath to do that va-va-voom look. So this is the best I could do. I do think that the dress works. It is the dress I used last year for my witch costume. So I do like how this turned out. I think it did pretty good. I think this would definitely work for a Halloween costume. I'm not sure if everybody would know I'm Elvira, but I think people would definitely know I'm in costume. So this one turned out pretty cute. So here we go, whole fit. I got some black boots on, and then I got my black dress with my little bat wings. And then there's the fit and the makeup. That one was fun, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Caturday. And also, if you guys would like to donate to the animal shelter that I was talking about, Chicken Nugget and Gang, I always have it linked in the description of every single one of my videos because I really do love Kiera as a person. She's an incredible human being. And I wouldn't have Elvira if it wasn't for her. So definitely support her shelter if you guys have, you know, it in your heart to buy some cat food or cat litter or bleach or whatever supplies she has on her list. It's linked in the description down below. So yeah, if you guys would like to donate, it's always in the description of every single video. So if you don't have anything to donate today, you can always donate in the future. All right, love y'all. Bye.